Hi everyone, I've developed this video in response to requests from our clients and community who really benefited from our video last week. I'm just going to develop a series maybe once a week based on what's popping up with clients in our sessions, particularly in response to the massive acute adjustments that we're all facing in our usual social rhythm and lives as a result of COVID-19, social distancing, isolation and lockdown measures. So today I'm going to share a quick yoga pose that I've been using with clients to metaphorically support them to center and ground. Quite often in our therapeutic sessions, we're using a yoga pose to support clients in a particular area of their personal development that they're trying to work on. So for example, people who are feeling kind of closed off or disconnected, we might do a lot of opening poses. I'd usually just give them one pose to start to practice at home, or if someone is feeling more rigid in their decision making or feeling stuck, then we might give them some movement or some flow routines to support clients to, in their body, be able to, this fly is seriously some sort of metaphor right now for what's going on, being able to stay centered even though there's something buzzing around in your head. So yoga poses being able to support us in our well-being based on what that pose means. So today we're going to look at tree pose. And the reason why I like it for centering and grounding is because it literally is about putting your roots in the ground with your base. And it's also about opening up with your crown. So it's the idea is I ground, I put my roots in the ground, but I still open up to the present moment and the current challenges that I'm facing. And then we're going to put a bend in it, which is the idea that at the moment life is a bit windy and we're bending a bit in the direction of what society and what our daily lives are changing to. But even with that bend, we can maintain balance and that solid core to be able to be flexible enough to bend but not break, and then come back to the center again. I really like with this tree pose as well, starting with my hands on my heart, which is kind of thinking of my values, my intention during this time, and then pushing that up to the sky, which has to do with sharing those values outward and upward with my community. But also, I guess, as a sign of hope that those values can kind of reach up and above me. And then when I open my hands, I am thinking about opening to the current experience, not shutting down to it, but really opening up and allowing and accepting this experience to what it is. And even opening to the potential positives that are coming out of the social changes that we're going through. Say, for example, for me, one of the positives has genuinely been more time with my family and getting into a bit of a slower rhythm. There's been challenges to that as well, but I must say that it's largely positive for me. So I'm going to take you through that mountain pose. I'm not a yoga practitioner and I don't claim to be. I have practiced it myself on and off for years. And if you want to look into it more, maybe you could talk to your own yoga practitioners and teachers to find out more about how this pose could support you in the current moment. So it's the grounding through your roots and the opening up through your crown, and the balance of those two things can really help us center during the challenges of this time. So daily I'm doing a mountain pose as a way of emulating how I want to respond to the current situation. So I'll take you through the practice now. Been leaning on my knees, there's probably like a big indentation on it. So just standing nice and tall, rolling your shoulders back, getting your pelvis tilted forward, your feet grounded in the ground, eyeing a spot so that you can maintain your balance. Hopefully I'll be able to. Do you want to do this one with me, Mama? I'm doing a video to share with people. And then putting your foot up. You're good at this one. Yeah. Hands on your heart. Taking a big breath in. Deep breath out. As you breathe out, lifting your hands up right above your head. Breathe in and out. As you breathe out, opening to the current experience. Breathe in. Whoa. Breathe out. And as you breathe out, bending with the wind. Holding that pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can make that pose as long or as short as you want. I just move through it with my breath. Leg up and down. Hands by your side, resetting. Big deep breath in. Slow releasing breath out. Going to the other side, you can use your hand to lift your leg up if you want. There we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. 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 So you can rotate through that a few times if you want to, or you can slow that whole process down so you're doing a few breaths at each stage. It'll just be whatever suits you. But if you want to, start to use poses, just one pose, as a way of supporting you to cope and ground through this. I find tree pose is a really helpful one for me in my daily practice.